she's accidentally dating her cousin. It was an accident. Don't judge till you hear, okay? It's an accident. We'll talk to her here in just 1 second. But first, I want to give some props to Jeff Immel. We are on in Scranton. We are honored to be on in Scranton. Jeff Immel was listening. He owns a little toy store, a little small toy company named BMC Toys, right? And he got a letter a while back from a 6-year-old in Arkansas. Her name is Vivian Lord, and she's got a friend whose mom was in the Army, right? So Vivian one day realized that when she was playing with her Army men, that there were no Army women represented.
Those little green Army men?
The little green Army men, right? So she starts hitting up a whole bunch of these companies going, hey, I'd really like to play with green Army women. They all no one even returned. A lot of them didn't even return never said a word, right? This guy, Jeff, said, you know what? You're right. So he's making a whole set of female Army toys, and they are coming out at Christmas.
I love it.
That's dope.
Pretty cool, right?
All these years, I never thought about the fact that they were no Army women.
And everybody turned her down, but not Jeff Immel at BMC Toys in Scranton. So, well done.
Only took till 2019.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
We got around to it.
Yeah, we get. She made it happen. That's awesome.
Kristen is 100% opposed to these DNA tests, these Ancestry.com things. We won't take one.
Nope, I refuse to spit in a cup and give somebody my DNA. Yes, you can save that.
Have you guys ever taken one of these? Done it?
No, sir.
My sister did it, and she keeps giving me information that I don't want. Yeah. And I did not ask for. But I refuse to do it.
And I've told you guys before that I don't like the people on my family tree that I know, so I guarantee I'm not going to like the people I don't know.
You don't want to find more.
No.
Yeah.
So Belle here. Is it Belle or Ellie? Ellie, good morning. You're on the Bert Show because she just gave one of these to her boyfriend, and now everything's changed. What's going on, Ellie?
Hi.
Hi.
So, my boyfriend, he knows virtually nothing about his dad or his dad's side of the family, and he, has always been kind of curious about who those people are and where he comes from, that kind of thing. And so my sister, who's into doing genealogy, she had said, well, why don't we, do a DNA test? And he was like, cool, sure. So coincidentally, some of his family and some of my family are both from what used to be, 30, 50 years ago, a really small town, but, now it's kind of like a normal-sized town. And so when my sister got back the results from his test, she went ahead and, put them into, I don't know if it's, Ancestry.com or whatever one of those things is that, produces, a family tree, And, as it turns out, my boyfriend is my second cousin.
Oh, second, you're fine.
What? I'm telling you, man.
Am I?
Yeah, it's totally fine. You just have kids with a real big forehead and an ear coming out of the neck.
These Ancestry.com stories, man, you hear them all the time. I wish I would have never done that. I wish I would have never done it. But at least it's good to know now. But how does this work in the whole gene pool thing? Are second cousins totally off limits also?
No, that's online and it's legal.
Yeah, it's legal. Hey, it's legal.
I'm not worried about legal.
We're talking about gross. Is it gross?
Okay, is it by marriage or is this blood relation? I guess it has to be blood relation because it was in the DNA test.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How long have the two of you been dating?
We've been dating about a year.
That means you did it with your cousin.
Stop it. Stop.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I feel okay, so I feel weird. Even if it's maybe not technically weird, I feel a little weird. So I found out about a week ago, and I've been basically just really busy for the last week because I need to tell him, obviously, I think, but also I kind of wanted to avoid maybe being in a situation where intimacy could happen before I told him.
All right, let me try to make you feel better about your situation. This is a long shot at best, okay? Is there anybody else listening to the Bert Show right now that is dating a relative? 1-855-BERT Show.
Are we syndicated in West Virginia anymore?
I don't think we are.
No, but we're in Kentucky.
All right.
1-855-BERT Show.
right.
Maybe there's strength in numbers.
I feel like we can have ourselves a little bit of an NPR moment. I think it's important to educate ourselves. In the United States, second cousins are legally allowed to marry in every state. What's more?
I told you I'm not worried about the legal aspects.
What's more? The genetic risk associated with second cousins having children is almost as small as it would be between two unrelated individuals.
Okay.
You'd be shocked. Like when you put it,
Wow.
a lot of people have Googled, can I have a baby with
Oh
this?
my God.
Really?
Where I want to know which states are Googling that the most. Like I really do. I want to run down.
So yeah, it is not dangerous to conceive with a second cousin.
And
But
the
is
amount
it gross?
Yes. Yes. It's
hold,
gross.
please, because the amount of calls that we are getting from people
Cousins?
that are related to,
Kissing cousins?
yeah.
We got them on the phone?
Good morning, Mike. You're on the Bert Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
All right, man. So I'm not really. I've never been with my cousin, but my father was actually dating his cousin for about 2 years, not knowing so. And they are now happily married, man. So they were together 2 years. Similar story. They found out on Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
See?
Now they're married, man. They're happy.
So your
Really?
stepmom is your, what would that be to him?
I can never figure those
I know.
out.
Sorry.
Never.
I know.
Still his cousin.
I'm trying to think about it.
Do
Still
they
his
ever?
cousin.
Do they ever tell people that they are cousins also, or they just keep that to themselves?
They tried to keep it to themselves,
Yeah.
and then someone found out, and now it's just a known fact.
Yeah.
People are weirded out, but they're happy, man. They really are.
Okay.
So-
All right, Ellie. So there's one.
Why does anybody ever have to know?
They don't.
You just have to know. Nobody else has to know.
Nobody has to know.
Does he
Does
have
he
to?
have to know?
That's the question I'm asking.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta tell him, man.
How do you even start that conversation?
Hey,
What's up, cuz?
got your. You just tell him, hey, got the DNA results back, and send him the website. Then you let him figure it out. So technically, you told
I
him.
just took a DNA test. I'm 100% your cousin.
Good morning, Taylor. You're on the Bert Show.
I
Hi.
smell a parody song.
Totally. Hey, you two are related to a cousin?
No. So my mom and my mom and her, I guess, second cousin are had a baby. So my sister, I call her my sister cousin.
Sister cousin.
It's complicated. All right, Ellie, so I think we're all in agreement that you have to tell. Yeah, you have to tell him.
Yeah.
You have to tell him, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
No.
You know, you
Yes.
should make it like a gender reveal, but instead it's a DNA reveal. And you can just be like, we're related.
And it's been a year, so it's legal. Kristen can even email you the link showing him that chances are pretty good. Genetically, everything is going to be all right.
Just Google it. There's tons of articles.
I got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is you're my cousin. Good news is if you ever need a kidney, I got you.
See, there's more benefits than you even knew. All right, Ellie, call us back after you guys have that conversation. I can't wait to find out how that went.
Okay, thanks, y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
The Bert Show.